Hi, I'm Bernie Trilling with the Oracle Education Foundation. This presentation is dedicated to the letters C, R, and the number 21, and you'll find out what that's about in some slides a little bit later on. But before I get into that, I have to make a comment. It is just so exciting to be here with so many friends, and it does bring up a question in my mind that I just have to ask, which is, with all the power, the thousands of years of experience and wisdom we have collectively in this room, why don't we have 1,000 Sesame Street successes? What is holding us back? It's an interesting question, and then I found a quote that I think maybe helps answer this. This is Winston Churchill, and he said, you know, you can always count on Americans to do the right thing, pause, after they've tried everything else. And it may be that we've just come through a period of trying everything else, and it's so exciting now to have all these folks together here to focus on doing the right thing for kids and learning. And I just can't tell you how I'm excited about it. So in focusing on the right things to do, I want to address 3 questions. And these are the questions I think we all face in this room right now. What do our children need to learn to be successful in this new century? How should they learn this using the power of media and technology? And what are the most important challenges that we should tackle to really propel learning with media and technology now? Well, I've got some good news. We have some answers, I think some really good answers and a consensus around the answers to the first question of what needs to be learned in the 21st century. And I'm going to show you that right now. So there's been a lot of work done by the Partnership for 21st Century Skills. A number of you are a member of that august group, as well as lots of other work. And the consensus is that beyond the basic foundational 3R skills, there are a list of 21st century skills, the applied skills, that in combination really are the sets of skills our students are going to need to be successful in the world. So what are they? I call them the 7 C's, and this is kind of the Cliff Notes or the Wikipedia summary of a lot of work that's been done. Critical thinking and problem solving, especially right now, creativity and innovation. Every country on the planet wants creativity and innovation in their workforce and coming out of their education system. Collaboration, teamwork, and leadership, cross-cultural understanding, communication and media fluency, obviously the use of computing and ICT fluency, and then career and learning self-reliance. This is the short list that I think makes up the core of what students need to learn to be successful, along with those basic 3Rs and the reading, literacy, and the rest that we've been hearing about this morning. And actually, there's a simple formula to help you remember this. And that is the 3Rs times the 7 Cs equal 21st century learning. And all you mathematics majors will see that that probably does work too mathematically, which is great. So this is the new learning formula that we need to focus on. This is really what learning should be about in the 21st century. So it brings up the next question. How should children learn these skills? And how should we use media and technology to really get to those skills? And I'll put the list back for you so you can have that up. Well, the simple answer, although it's extremely difficult, is we need good design. We need to design learning experiences, environments, tools, supports to help build these 7 C skills as well as the 3Rs. And I think that's actually a new challenge. I don't think we've been that focused on building these skills. Think about these skills in the classroom. How much of this is really, how much time do we spend on these skills? Very little. So this is a new challenge. This is what our designers have to be working on. I think this is a very important difference. And in addition to that, we're going to need a new balance in how we do instruction and how we have our learning methods portrayed every day, both in the home and in the classroom. And we're looking at a new balance, not the running shoe, but a new balance between direct instruction and collaborative, constructive, project-oriented learning. We need a new balance toward that project-oriented side. A new balance with content-driven versus question and problem-based learning, inquiry and design, you can call it, we've forgotten somehow over the years of education that it's questions and problems that drive real learning. Somehow we've forgotten that. We've got to get back to that fact, that questions and problems are the motivators for learning. We need a new balance between creative freedom and thoughtful guidance of adults. You've heard a lot about the importance of mentoring, and I think that's absolutely right. A new balance between the virtual, the visceral, the second life, the first life, the screen life, and the green life among our children. A new balance is going to be necessary. We also have an incredible opportunity to get a new balance between local and global aspects of learning. I know Asia Society, they call it global, I think you called it, yeah. But this is an opportunity for learning globally that we've not had before, which is fantastic. A new balance between learning alone and learning in community. And a new balance between head learning and heart and soul learning, where kids are really engaged in those problems and questions. And that drives deep learning and deep understanding. The last point I want to make, since I'm being brief, is what are the real challenges that we should tackle as a collective group here? What should we really be working on? Very clearly, from what Susan has said and others, we need to close the educational opportunity gap that is widening so fast in this country. It's amazing. I don't know if you've read this report, Democracy at Risk. I highly recommend it. In this report, it says that the United States is 45th out of 55 countries in the disparity between high performance and low performance students in schools, just ahead of Mexico and Brazil. That's a shameful disgrace, and it's a tragedy. We have to use media to address, if anything, we have to address that problem of educational opportunity gap. And the second opportunity that we need to challenge is every child, I believe very firmly in this, every child needs a place to exercise their passion, no matter what it is, skateboarding, whatever it is. And what we need to do collectively is to build and create places, both online and real places, where students can develop that passion, that expertise, and be recognized as someone who knows something about that particular subject, and get the confidence, build the confidence that they really do know something and have something to share with others. That's one of the right things we can do to really help education and learning right now. Thank you.